So this is an updated version of the monthly showcase. You will also have to excuse the quality of my voice on the updated voice clips because I seem to have lost my voice after recording and doing the entire monthly showcase yesterday in a 20-hour marathon. Around 1 AM my time, Rappies, the lady who usually does the colorful corners, made an announcement in the general chat of the official Feat.SEKAI Discord. In this announcement, she did confirm that there will not be a colorful corner for May month. Alongside announcing there will not be a colorful corner in May, Rappies did announce the official translated names for the events and gachas that are upcoming in May, as well as the dates. And while it's nice that they did confirm the translated event names and the event dates for May, this still means that all dates and contents of the reruns, login campaigns and paid gachas are still due to change in this video. So keep this in mind while watching the video. I will also voice my opinion that the handling of this announcement was very poor. The fact that it was posted in a very active Discord chat in the official Discord server just haphazardly without any ping to people was kind of a weird choice. I really do think that this should have been posted on the official Twitter at least, and this is not something I'm blaming Rappies for, I'm blaming management for this. This is also why it took so long for me to get this updated version out, because I am not someone who sits and read the pinned messages in the general Discord chat on the regular. Some of you commenters had to point this out to me for me to get this information at all. It's once again just a question of communication, and I will always voice my opinion when I feel like the communication between us players and the management of the game is lacking. But with all of that updated stuff out of the way, I will let my past self take over once again. Let's get into the monthly showcase, starting where we always start, the birthdays. And in May, we of course have a birthday trio that needs to be celebrated. The first one that needs to be celebrated is Saki, who has her birthday live show on May 9th. Her birthday gacha will start alongside her birthday live show and then run all the way until May 16th. And Saki's new birthday card is of the mysterious attribute. This means that Saki will see use in 3 different events. The first event Saki will see use in is Let It Ring, Beautiful Sound, that will run from August 9th to August 15th. In the gacha for this event is Toya, Anne, and Kanade, meaning that of course Saki is higher gameplay value, as she's only ever available with a 50% bonus for this event. This is followed by the event This Moment With You that will run from September 20th to September 28th. This is a Leonid unit focused event with Ichika, Saki, and Leonid Len in the gacha, meaning of course that the birthday Saki is of a lower gameplay value since she is available with a 70% bonus from this event. Finally, Saki will see use in the event once again when the leaves change color that will run from November 10th to November 18th. In the gacha for this event is Shizuku, Shiho, and Leonid Rin, meaning of course that the birthday Saki is higher gameplay value once again, as she is only ever available with a 50% bonus for this event. So Saki definitely has some great future usability. The second birthday we need to celebrate is of course Saki's brother Tsukasa, who will have his birthday live show start on May 17th. His birthday gacha will of course start alongside his virtual live show and then run all the way until May 24th. Tsukasa's birthday card is of the cool attribute, which sadly means that he has no future usability as it currently stands. The final birthday boy joining the Tenmas in May is Toya, who has his birthday live show on May 25th. His gacha will of course start on the same day as his virtual live show and then run all the way until May 31st. Toya is of the cute attribute, meaning he sees use in a single event, being Unfading Wishing. Unfading Wishing will run from December 31st to January 9th, 2026. And in the gacha for this event is Akito, Airi, and Mormoryum Kaito. And this of course means that the birthday Toya is of higher gameplay value, as he's only ever available with a 50% bonus during this event. And as always, if you prefer the first year or second year birthday card for Saki, Tsukasa, or Toya, they will be available as standalone gachas. And these gachas will of course be available for the same duration as the new birthday gacha will. But do remember that these are standalone gachas, so if you pull for the first year birthday card, you can cannot get the second year or third year cards in the same gacha and vice versa. Also available in the description will be the future usability of both the first year and second year cards for all 3 of the characters. So remember to mark the date so you don't miss the birthday live shows for these characters, as well as the gachas if you're going to pull from them, as they aren't available for very long. But with that, we can move on to the reruns for May. We continue the pattern of having 3 available reruns for a while longer. One of them is having their first rerun and 2 of them are having their final before the gacha is discontinued and the cards enter the recollection festival pool. This obviously means that for 2 of these gachas, this is your final chance to pull from the standalone gacha before it is discontinued. As always, for more in-depth information about the discontinuation of limited gachas and the recollection festival, check out my original recollection festival guide linked down in the description. You can also check my new guide on the unit recollection gacha that I just released, as those gachas are coming in a few days. That being said, the gacha who is having its first rerun in May is Escape the Rain. On the Japanese server, this gacha ran between May 11th and May 20th. Available in the gacha is Misaki, Mafiu, and Naikor 25 Luca. And while this is the gacha's first rerun, the second one is already confirmed on the Japanese server, with Escape the Rain having its final rerun in December of this year. This is followed by the first out of the 2 gachas having their final reruns, being Moonlight's Night Sister Rabbit's gacha. This gacha will run between May 16th and May 25th. And since this is a first year gacha, it means that only 2 out of the 3 characters are actually considered limited and comes with a costume and a hairstyle. The non-limited character for this gacha is Mormor Jump Meiko, with Shiho and Shizuku taking the limited slots. And this is of course followed by the second gacha having its final rerun, being the Sporty Girl gacha. This gacha was also available between May 16th and May 25th on the Japanese server. And in this gacha is of course Minori, Enna, and Kanade. It is worth to once again remind you that there has not been any official announcement when these reruns will go live on the EN server, meaning I am using the Japanese rerun dates. And rerunning gachas have had their rerun dates changed 99% of the time on the global server. So these dates are just placeholder dates from the original Japanese runs. Therefore, keep your eyes peeled for official in-game or Twitter announcements about the actual rerun dates of these gachas. Also, if you're interested in the future usability of these cards, they will be listed alongside the first year and second year birthday cards down in the description. But with that, we can move on to the paid gachas, with May often being a very dead month when it comes to paid gachas and logging campaigns. We will see a pick list at the end of the month. The pick list ran between May 26th and June 4th on the Japanese server. As always, the pick list will cost 3000 paid crystals and allow you to pick 10 permanent cards to make into your specialized gacha pool, and then guaranteed pull one of these 10 cards as your guaranteed 4-star. With the permanent gacha pool for this pick list reaching up until the event Backlight Lens Flare. But it is worth noting that the unit limited / world link limited cards are excluded from the pick list, so the Sunken Shadows and Break Down the Wall cards will not be available in the pick list at all. We will obviously also see the unit recollection gachas between May 6th and May 31st. But for more information on the unit recollection gachas, go watch my last video where I went into detail how these gachas will work and what they entail. A link to this guide will also be down in the description alongside the original recollection festival guide. As for login campaigns, the movie login campaign as well as the Golden Week login campaign will continue during our first couple of days of May. But as for actual May login campaigns, I don't think we will actually get any. Last year on the Japanese server, we did not have a single login campaign during May. And as for EN, the only one we had was the 10 million downloads one, which was a milestone login campaign. So I think there's a big likelihood that we will not actually see any specific login campaign campaign during this May. The only possibility I can see is if we've reached yet another milestone that they could use as a login campaign in May. But seeing as I have no insider information and I cannot predict if we've reached a milestone, we will have to wait and see if there's any login campaigns slated for May on the global server. I will mention though, seeing as we're getting the unit recollection gachas, that we might get the movie tie-in stamp campaign as well. If this is the case, the stamp mission campaign should arrive on May 6th alongside the recollection gachas and run until the end on May 31st. But there has been no announcement or talk about this, so we have no way of knowing if we're getting the movie tie-in stamp campaign or not. And I will not go into detail in this video what the stamp campaign entails, as it would need its own video to cover what rewards you get and what different missions the stamp cards has. Also last year in May on the Japanese server was the Toho collab. During this collaboration we were given 3 songs. On May 3rd we saw the song Chou Saishuu, Kichiku, Flandre's S. Then on May 4th we saw the Bad Apple Nycore 25 version, and then finally on May 5th we saw the Help Me ERINNNNN virtual singer version. And Rappies confirmed in her announcement that the Toho collab will be happening on the English server and the dates will remain the same. But with that, we've covered everything we know about the login campaigns for May, which only leaves us with the events for this month, and this is another World Link month. So we start off with More Jumps World Link event to one day reach that flowery stage that will run from May 9th to May 21st. And obviously this is a rainbow event since it is of the World Link variety. Starting us off for this event is Iris chapter between the 9th and the 12th of May. This is followed by Haruka chapter between the 12th and the 15th of May. Third we have Kichiku between the 15th and the 18th of May. And then finally concluding us is Minori chapter between the 18th and the 21st of May. The gacha attached to this event is called Giving You Our All. That will run from May 9th to May 23rd. And in the gacha are these 4 characters. This is followed by the event Perspective for Smile that will run from the 23rd of May to the 29th of May. And this is a Wonderland Showtime unit focused event of the standard marathon variety. And this event is of the cute attribute. The gacha attached to this event is called Encountering the Unknown Cosmic Opera that will run from May 23rd to May 31st. And available in the gacha are these 3 new characters. Finally, we have the limited event of this month being Streaming with My Friends Wedding Live. This gacha will start on May 31st and run all the way until June 8th. And this is a mixed limited event. This is a mysterious attribute event, and in Rappies' announcement she did say there's a big chance this will not be a cheerful carnival for us on the global server as well, meaning it's a marathon event, just like Taiwan and Korea. The gacha running alongside this event is called In My Fairy Tale that will run from the 31st of May to the 10th of June. And in the gacha are these 3 new limited characters. But that covers everything we know about May month. And once again, the official dates and names are not yet announced, meaning that you should use a pinch of salt on this video as names and dates are still due to change. And it always feels quite bad having to do these monthly showcases without the official names and dates announced, but what can you do? As per usual, May feels quite dead as it often does. May truly feels like a filler month in Feat.SEKAI, where we are building up towards our first Bloom Festival in June. And on top of that, for the global server in particular, we are building towards the global half anniversary. But seeing as they did give us the stamp mission campaign during the initial Japanese 3.5 anniversary, I am interested in seeing how they will handle the global 3.5 anniversary in June. But for now, we will just have to wait and see, as the global anniversary is coming around the corner. So down in the comments, please tell me, how are you feeling about May month in Feat.SEKAI? Are you excited for something like one of the new events, or are you maybe taking a bit of a break month and just shimmying along with the rest of the flow for this month in particular? As always, I try to read all of your comments and I always find them very enjoyable to go through. While you're down there leaving your comment, make sure that you're subscribed, have rung the bell, left a like, and share this video with a friend, as all of these things help me immensely and takes less than a few seconds. I also, of course, want to extend a special thank you to all of my patrons for continued support. With a special big thank you to my append players being Babby, Charlie Toyism, Gabby Z, Helen P001 Star, Katie, Mia Marie 21, Opal Siren, Petterish, Ramaru, Shoop, Snobby Hickory, and Veritas Uwu. All of you guys are truly amazing, and I couldn't be happier to have you as my fans. And if you wanna join them in supporting me that little bit extra, a link will be down in the description to my Patreon. But with that, thank you for making it to the end of this video. I will not keep you here any longer. Let's get out of here for the month.